It's a bright Monday morning. Welcome to New Vision TV News around Uganda. I am Rathina Sajent here. We look at stories making headlines across the country. Let us kickstart off this bulletin from Uganda district. Police are holding a 44-year-old woman in connection with the death of her husband. Diana Ainomjisha is said to have confessed to the police detectives to killing her husband Gordon Ahimbisi with 38 years and allegedly burying him secretly 2 months ago. Ahimbisi was a prominent businessman in Uganda town dealing in Matoke. Rogers Chenebe, the Uganda District Police Commander, told reporters that Ainomjisha, a resident of Mabona Parish, Rukiri Sub-County, connived with her friends to kill Ahimbisi in February and that she had since been on the run. Other suspects arrested are Kalensensi Omwesije alias Kamwesi, Exparito Kachunguza, Stephen Mukama and Medrin Kavasita. Chebeni said Ahimbisi went missing after he blocked Ainomjisha from selling a piece of land with rentals on it without his consent. He was laid to rest in Migamba Cell, Lukiri Sub-County, Uganda District on Friday as allegations into the murder continue. Let's go to Sheema District, where a cross-section of residents and voters in Sheema, North Sheema District, have petitioned the government and President Museveni to explain their fate since MP Miss Dr. Eliodet Mwesije abandoned them to contest to represent another constituency in Parliament. The residents say they have been deserted and rendered orphans by Tumwesije, who is now competing for the newly created Sheema Municipality MP seat. They raised the complaints on Friday during a consultative meeting at Chigarama Sub-County headquarters. The meeting was held to discuss their fate. Dr. Perez Barugahare, who chaired the meeting, said development activities such as construction of major roads, extension of electricity and water, which require the attention of an MP, have come to a standstill. The residents handed over the petition to Guma Nwagaba, the Bundibujo resident district commissioner, who also hails from the area. Nwagaba advised the residents to remain calm until the government intervenes in the situation. When Sheema Municipality was created, Tumwesije, whose home is now part of the municipality, joined and competed and was elected the National Resistance Movement flag bearer, pending elections slated for July 19th. There have been mixed reactions over Tumwesije's failure to resign from the Sheema seat before eyeing a new seat, but the law is silent about the matter. Yeah, the 18th day of June 2018 has also come out brightly with your copy of the New Vision. Let us look at what is making headlines in today's copy of the New Vision and then continue looking at stories making headlines across the country. Now, the headlining story today is Army recovers gun linked to Kawesi killers. Oh God, the story continues and more developments are coming in. A New Vision has got you and will be letting you, giving you all the details that are developing on this story. More stories in the New Vision. 3 injured as fuel tankers burst into flames. That story is right here into this copy of the New Vision. As we continue looking at what is making headlines inside the New Vision, let me tell you that the copy of the New Vision has got over 50 jobs and also 140 tenders. These are opportunities for you. So your copy of the New Vision has also has these for you. Moving on, Kaihura hires former DPP's farm, and also we have Mulago experts examining numbers. Now, what is making headlines inside the New Vision? Let us see. We have General Mhozi urges UPDF on discipline and service. The story is right here in detail, and then court reviews exhibits in Al-Shabaab terrorism case. Then forestry boss asked to cancel illegal land titles. These are some of the stories that you should grab when you buy your copy of the New Vision. Kaihura hires Kaihura's defense hires Kabatsi's farm. Things are heating up here for the ex-IGP. And then police head count commences. This was also announced on social media, which I don't think was a good security strategy. So these are some of the stories you should grab in your copy of the New Vision. Remember, every Monday we have 2 pullouts. We have the infrastructure pullout, which is building Uganda's future, and also the health and beauty pullout. So what is making headlines in the infrastructure pullout? We have how Kasesa floods were contained. Someone is telling us a story here about how these were contained. So the infrastructure pullout has the details for you. These can also help other places that do flood whenever it rains. Then how government reduced Kasesa flood effects. That is also something that you should read here. There is a pictorial, there are kids jumping holes and ditches. Now moving on to another pullout that comes out every Monday, which is the health and the beauty pullout. It says new hope for people with sickle cell disease. Is your child a patient? That is something that you should this is something that you should read. Wonder drug for sickle cell disease endorsed. This could help those with sickle cells. Then how do I administer first aid to a sickle celler? Tips are right here. Health and beauty gives it all for you. Now let's go to the sports docket. Remember, the World Cup is going on and many people are having sleepless nights over World Cup. So we have Day of 3 Lions. In the sports docket, we have Fred Kawesi, who is in Moscow. Fred Kawesi is the sports editor for the New Vision. He's in Moscow and he's giving us the analysis for us. We also have the statistics, the results, much more from the World Cup. So if at all you're a fan or you don't know what is happening or you want to keep with the details of the World Cup, your copy of the New Vision is your best answer. Remember, the copy of the New Vision is just 2,000 shillings, and we are proudly the leading daily. Now we continue looking at stories making headlines across the country. Let's go to Soroti district, where the Prime Minister Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda has hailed the work of the Arab Boys militia in Teso sub-region, who helped the government fight against the rebels of the Lord's Resistance Army led by Joseph Kony. In 2003, the Arab Boys were mobilized to work with the army to fight the rebels who had invaded Teso. Their joint support with the army led to the defeat of the rebels. Now, the government is proud of your efforts in bringing the peace that the country is enjoying now. You are our heroes. This is what Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda said in a statement read by the State Minister for Disaster Preparedness and Refugees, Musa Echweru. The remarks were made on Friday in Soroti district during prayers to commemorate the 365 people who were killed by the rebels in Teso. Rugunda said Kony and his group have been defeated and will never destabilize Ugandans again. He directed the State Minister for Veteran Affairs, Bright Ramirama, to meet the Arab Boys so as to get their demands and concerns on how government can help them. Finally, from Teso district, Entebbe Hospital has acquired an electrophoresis machine that will be used for testing sickle cell anemia. While addressing the media at Entebbe last week, the head of the hospital, Moses Mwanga, said the machine has been acquired in partnership with a non-government organization, NGO, called Mashiniki Sickle Cell Foundation. Mwanga said the sickle cell clinic, which had been integrated into the general clinic, had fallen out of use due to poor management, yet the demand for sickle cell treatment was on the rise. He pointed out that they have been using outdated instruments to test for sickle cell disease, which take long to give the results. Now, that's all I had for you from me and the New Vision TV team. Get more news updates by visiting our website, www.newvision.co.ug/video. I am Rathina Saje, and thank you for watching.